Hello and good day. This is Representative Eric Redmond's Fireside Chat for the week of March 2nd to the 6th. And again, we're going to have a kitchen table chat today. This week, my chat will be limited to the House and Senate bills I have voted for in my committees or have been responsible to bring before the House floor. I value the Idaho Freedom Foundation and Wayne Hoffman's energy in their focus to reduce the Idaho state government regulations and taxes upon Idaho citizens. When I was elected by the citizens in District 2, I believed to better represent them, I would review the Idaho Freedom Foundation's policy and bill research and likely vote accordingly to that research as a new legislator. I am on the Health and Welfare Committee, Commerce and Human Resources Committee, and Local Government Committee. I have found that when you are on a legislative committee, listening firsthand to testimony along with questioning the bill sponsor, plus additional research into the proposed rule or bill, it gives one a more detailed perspective prior to voting whether to send the bill to the House chamber with a favorable do pass recommendation or to end the bill in committee. I certainly consider Wayne and Parrish's, another one of the Idaho Freedom Foundation reviewers, their reviews of the bills to be voted on in the House. But I still must use my best judgment based on my own research of the bill and whether it is a benefit to the majority of my constituency in District 2, and secondarily, is it a benefit to the other citizens of the state of Idaho? You know, I've owned several businesses over the last 44 years, so I do believe my experiences may give me another perspective than theirs on a proposed bill or rule. With that said, I did vote differently than the Idaho Freedom Foundation on at least 5 bills in committee, and 4 of those have gone to the House. These bills were given negative points from the Freedom Foundation, which of course that means if you rate me as a legislator, I might get a lesser rating. With each one of these bills, I did discuss my disagreement with Wayne Hoffman of the Idaho Freedom Foundation before they went to the House for a vote. Since many of my constituents read the Idaho Freedom Foundation's analysis, I will present my analysis on the 5 following bills that were not in agreement, that we were not in agreement on. House Bill 178, House Bill 152, 177, 149, and House Bill 181. House Bill 178. This increases the maximum amount for a repayment scholarship of student physician educational debt for preparing rural physicians in Idaho. The University of Utah and WWAMI, Washington, Wyoming, Alaska, Montana, and Idaho, received funds originating from a portion of the tuition paid by their medical school students. Presently, that's approximately $1,668 of the students' individual medical school tuition is used in a scholarship fund by the several states. If they are chosen to receive a scholarship, the student, by a state, then the scholarship to the new physician is used to pay off their student debt. In Idaho, to receive the scholarship repayment, the new physician must begin his or her career in Idaho's rural communities. The Idaho Medical Association endorses this increase. The fund was $25,000 to $50,000 scholarship before. The new bill increased it to $50,000 to $100,000 repayment scholarship. This was voted on in the House and passed on to the Senate. House Bill 181, Naturopathic Physician Licensing. This bill, approved in committee, will be coming to the House within the next week. The Idaho Freedom Foundation does not like occupational licenses, of which in health and welfare there's a department for occupational licenses, which oversees presently 29 boards that are governed by their own licensees. Examples of those boards assisted living administrators, nursing home administrators, massage therapists, architects, midwifery, etc. The new licensing board request for naturopath physicians came about because they did have an old board that has been dismantled and which had no educational requirements. The Idaho Medical Association approved of this license. There are 17 states, including all the adjoining states to Idaho except Nevada, who regulate and license naturopathic physicians. The education requirement is the same as a primary care medical physician. They must graduate from a 4-year college, then attend one of the 4-year federally accredited naturopathic medical schools, CNME, take a final board naturopathic physician exam, and practice about 2 years under internship with another naturopathic physician. This license allows them and their practice to be covered under health insurance, allows them to prescribe some prescriptions, and now will be able to undertake normal primary care testing of a patient. There is to be a pharmacist, medical physician, and I think 3 naturopathic physicians on this board. House Bill 177, tanning devices and minors. This bill, which has been under discussion for several years, makes it illegal to facilitate the use of a tanning device or bed by a minor aged 13 or younger, or by a minor aged 14 to 17 without prior written informed consent of the minor's parent or legal guardian. If the parents own a tanning bed in their home, then the minors can legally use it. The American Cancer Association, the American Academy of Dermatology, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the Idaho Academy of Family Physicians, the Idaho Medical Association all support this bill. With over 100 studies of UVA and UVB rays, they have shown a strong link to skin cancer, melanoma, as strong as the same likelihood as smoking tobacco is to lung cancer. The risk of developing melanoma increases by 59% for individuals who have been exposed to UV radiation from indoor tanning, and the risk increases with each use. It is the second most common form of cancer for adolescents and young adults 15 to 29 years old. Dr. Mings, a dermatologist medical doctor, gave testimony and a slide presentation showing how the younger you are, the more likely you will get skin cancer from these UVA and UVB rays. Idaho has one of the highest rates of skin cancer in the nation. 41 states regulate minors and tanning beds due to this melanoma cancer. House Bill 152, occupational licenses. Licensure of sign language interpreters. When this bill came to committee, I said to myself, what? A license for hand signers? What happened to free speech? Then the hearing impaired kept coming into our committee room and coming until they were even out in the hallway. These individuals were not the hand sign interpreters. There were only about 4 in a group of 40 or 50 persons. The interpreters did actually do the hand signing for the hearing impaired and did the speaking for us when the hearing impaired were signing. After all their testimony through signing, I realized it is different when you are in their shoes. We were not talking about those who can hear, but about the many challenges that have happened over the past years because of poor hand signing in schools, in court, at hospitals, and other medical facilities. There are currently 60 nationally certified interpreters in Idaho. This bill does not require a hand sign interpreter license for nonprofits like churches, and certainly not between the hearing impaired. We did not have any hearing impaired person testify against